Thanks to all of you who filled out our instant survey tonight about soup. This is, for those of you that didn't, I apologize, didn't get around to you, but there was an instant survey. This is a song about soup. It's unremarkable the way that she smiles when she uses the crosswalk as her own personal stage. A number of voices come from the bus stop. There's only one guy there, he's acting his age. I brought myself up against the snowbank and tried to take a picture of it on a wet rag. Fingers too cold to focus his beard with. It's probably too dark anyway. My glasses fog up in the warmth of the patrons. The sweater's too itchy to wait in this line. Some lady praises the soup of the moment. I can tell that this moment is mine. I pull out my pocket and check my funds. I can't remember if I owe anyone. Squint at the chalkboard, make a decision. I hope it's the right one. Soup of the moment, you're the only reason I'm here. Flavor of the day is turned away. Soup of the decade, your aftertaste is serious. We won't hesitate, we won't ever wait again, they'll see. Styrofoam bag is steaming in my backpack. My gloves, my boots, I can't say enough. The bench is freezing, but I can hear skateboards. Little kids in t-shirts and tougher than me. My eyes return to the spoon. I know there's no way this will ever last. Halfway through, I'm bored already. It's not a long walk home. The best thing about soup is that there are so many different kinds.
The worst thing about soup is that it's not that filling.
The best thing about soup is its arrival on a cold day.
The worst thing about soup is the fear of spillage during travel.
The best thing about soup is it's warm.
The worst thing about soup is not crispy.
The best thing about soup is everything.
The worst thing about soup is there is no worst thing.
The best thing about soup is it's warm and comforting.
The worst thing about soup is it's warm and comforting.
The best thing about soup is you can freeze it and eat it on a stick.
The worst thing about soup is it never smiles.
The best thing about soup is getting rid of dead bodies.
The worst thing about soup is it slides off plates.
The best thing about soup is you can't taste the poison.
The worst thing about soup is no knife needed.
The best thing about soup is it's liquid, but you can eat it.
The worst thing about soup is that it's not spelled S-O-O-P.
The best thing about soup is clam chowder soup.
The worst thing about soup is eating it with a fork while your brother has cerebral palsy.
The best thing about soup is it's not puke.
The worst thing about soup is it might be later.
The best thing about soup is it's fun to make.
The worst thing about soup is you end up eating it for a week.
The best thing about soup is it's hot or cold.
The worst thing about soup is I look like an ass when I try to drink the last of it out of the bowl and it dribbles all over my cheeks, chin, and chest.
The best thing about soup is it's food and drink at the same time.
The worst thing about food is falling asleep in it.
The best thing about soup is the can is a weapon.
The worst thing about soup is they try to tell you it's good.
The best thing about soup is its viscosity.
The worst thing about soup is tomatoes.
The best thing about soup is hot and yummy.
The worst thing about soup is that it can be creamy. Yak.
The best thing about soup is the melting pot of flavors.
The worst thing about soup is old food, it is made out of it.
And the best thing about soup is it is wet.
The worst thing about soup is it can soil.
What does that mean? Soup of the moment, you're the only reason I'm here. Flavor of the day is just turned away. Soup of the decade, your aftertaste is serious. We won't hesitate, nope, we won't ever wait again, they'll see. Nice work, everybody, on the instant survey.